What is up, Leo? How are you guys doing? It is time for your bonus reading for July 2024. So basically what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to do the best that I can to hit all the details, situations, and scenarios that didn't make it into any of the other July readings, okay? So, now, don't forget, y'all, I still have a sale going on for the remainder of July. Once the 4th of July reading sale ended, the only readings that went back to regular price were the one-day turnaround readings, okay? The others are still half price throughout the remainder of July. So, for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, just check in the description of the video. You'll find that link that'll take you straight to that page on my website. All right, let's jump on into this. I'm starting this off with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Not a person that you've had past history with. The singles and your love interest. Person that lives in your head rent-free. Whoever that may be. Let's see what's happening in July. What's happening, man? Oh, there we go. Eight of Swords reversed. So you may kind of be starting to feel like you're seeing some red flags. Or maybe for some of you, there were some red flags you were kind of trying to turn a blind eye to, and now they're just getting louder and louder and louder. Let's see here. Ooh, some of you dealing with the Pisces, moon reversed. Yeah, I'm really kind of feeling like you're kind of starting to see their true colors. I don't really think it's that you're starting to see, because, okay, so the Eight of Swords, okay? Some people get kind of confused about the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, in this card, she bound herself intentionally because she doesn't want to see the truth, right? That's the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords reversed, I'm feeling kind of like maybe there were some things about this situation that you weren't wanting to acknowledge. You were trying to stuff it away, and now it's just getting louder and louder, and you're starting to kind of see their true colors a little bit. But I don't think you're able to really move on from this situation, though. You're doing the best that you can to make a logical, head-over-heart decision. Yeah, you can't find it in yourself to move on from this and let this go. So you're having basically a battle between heart and mind, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, some of you dealing with a Sagittarius, possibly. Well, there's not much else I can get out of this spread here. Not much else I can get out of this. Let's see who, let's see. Oh, I also got Libra here too. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. That was quick. Let's go ahead and look at their true feelings, energy, and intentions then. This is for the single Leos and your love interest, for those of you just now tuning in. Single Leos. How do they really feel about you? What's their real energy and intentions? Let's see. Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so they do feel a really unusually strong connection with you. I think they're very sexually attracted to you. Yeah, they're sexually attracted to you. And they could see themselves being with you. I think, honestly, they're a little bit intimidated by you. With the Emperor reversed right next to the Leo card. Could be an Aries, could be a fellow Leo for some of you, but I think that's your energy there. I think that's you intimidating them. See what I'm saying? Plus, this person is a little bit A little bit immature. I try not to overuse that word because that's actually been coming through a lot for July. A whole lot. A lot of immaturity. I've been seeing that come through in so many different readings. So I want to try to figure out a different way to word it, you know? But Knight of Wands, man. The Knight of Wands is not a bad person. The Knight of Wands is just kind of a flaky, inconsistent person who can't make up his mind. And, you know, he may say one thing one day, another thing another day. Actions don't match his words don't match his actions, you know. So I do think the person does have an interest. I think they do. They feel a very unusually strong connection with you. If anything, I think you just intimidate them a little bit. Queen of Swords reversed, Emperor reversed, Strength card. So, okay. Usually, okay, so let me dissect them being intimidated, okay? That doesn't mean that you are doing something. I'm not saying you are intimidating them. They feel intimidated because deep down, I think they're a little bit insecure. Okay? Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, man. Immature, dude. These little shits here have been coming out for everybody, man. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Taurus and Aquarius here. All right, well, let's see how it's going to play out. Is there going to be an outcome here with this situation? Is there going to be an outcome? Empress reversed. Y'all aren't really finding solid ground. Nice. Swords reversed. Page of Swords reversed again. Okay, so communication. It's not the greatest. Like, if you're dealing with somebody that has inconsistent communication, I don't really see that picking up. Now, Eight of Pentacles again. I tried to steer around that in the last spread, but since it came out for a second time in a row, some of you may be interested in somebody at the workplace, and that could be affecting things. But for the very most part, very slow movement with this situation. Very, very slow. Very, very slow. You may be taking a step back and wondering if this is teaching you a lesson. Or some of you may be wondering, is this supposed to teach me a lesson? You know? Okay. Yeah, like I said, you're trying to keep your head above water and make the most logical decision. So, not a lot of movement here, man. Not a whole lot. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What is the advice? But boom. Hermit reversed. Damn it. That deck said no. How about this one? There we go. Okay. Knight of Coins. Well, Three of Cups. I tell you what, this is going to be a tricky one. This one's going to be tricky. So for the advice, I try to find as much wiggle room as possible to kind of try to meet you in the middle and give you some tools that you can use to influence the situation or manifest something. This isn't giving me a lot of wiggle room though, dude. Not much at all. Not much at all. About the only thing that I could say here, and this isn't much, but about the only thing that I could say here is do the best you can to make your feelings known. And I can't really imagine why you haven't already. Maybe you haven't, I don't know. But do the best you can to make your feelings known. That's really about all you can do. For those of you who have made your feelings known, like this person know how I feel about them, then here's the only way I can meet you in the middle. We need to have this conversation then. Like if you know how I feel about you and you be beating around the bush, you're sending me mixed signals and stuff like that, then we need to have this conversation. Like, we doing this or are we not? Are we doing this or are we not? Come on now. All right. If you have already made your feelings known, I don't think there's really a whole lot you can do here. Not really. My hands are tied on this one. We got the Eight of Cups here. Got the Empress reversed. My hands are kind of tied on this one. As long as this person knows exactly how you feel, if they still be beating around the bush, they won't pull their thumb out they fucking ass, that's about all you can do. And say, all right then, later. I tried, man, I tried. Anyway, now I want to look at the current relationship, okay? And yes, I am putting intentions into this that it's long-term, okay? We'll do the new person here after this. But this is the current relationship. Those of you who are currently with somebody, and ideally you've been with somebody for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be. Let's see how the energy's looking. What's the problem? What's going wrong? What's the issue? The Star card reversed. So you do not have high hopes that this is going anywhere. Like, I don't want to say you're giving up hope on it, but you do not have a positive outlook on where this is going. I think you've been trying to hold a positive outlook, but there's something deep, 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 deep down inside of you that's been whispering and whispering and then getting louder and louder and louder, and now it's screaming. Something's wrong here. This is not heading towards a positive place. Well, let's see why. What's going on? Seven of Pentacles reverse. We pretty much already said that. Okay. It's not really telling me exactly what the issue is. All it's really telling me is that you all are stuck in a cycle. The same cycle just keeps looping around and looping around and looping around and looping around. And you're kind of starting to come to your senses, or at least you feel, with the Eight of Swords reversed. We talked about this earlier. Kind of starting to see the truth. And you're really just seriously, you can't really ignore that intuitive feeling that's telling you that this is going downhill and it's not going to end well. But it's not telling me why. That's the main thing I'm looking for here in this first spread is why. What's the problem? It's not telling me what the problem is. Not telling me what the problem is. Maybe it's just so different for each and every one of you. Now, here's the crazy thing. There is potential here. That's the crazy part. And that probably is the most frustrating part because you know there's potential. You know that if the two of you got on the same page at the same time working towards the same goal, there would be a lot of potential here. But y'all just aren't working together as a team. Not really. Now, I don't see this coming to an end in July, okay? So 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, right? You're doing the best you can to hang in there and hold on to this. You ain't going nowhere, they ain't going nowhere, but you are up in your head about this. Okay, well, I guess maybe let's look at their feelings and intentions. Maybe that'll explain it. with more detail and clarity. Let's see. How's the current person feel about Leo? What are their feelings, thoughts, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? Let's see. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. You know what that card is, right? The card of abandonment. And the 2 of Pentacles. So they're weighing out the pros and cons. There's 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. They are seriously contemplating walking away from this. Seriously. But they're waiting on something. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe they're waiting until they get their money right, possibly. With the 3 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. It's saying they're waiting. They're waiting. I think this person's waiting on the right opportunity to bounce. They're not doing it, though, with the Tower card reversed. But I think they're planning on it, and they're waiting, because World card reversed again. Okay? Looping around in the same cycle. Now, this person is not looking at the truth of the situation. I don't think they want to see the truth of the situation. But what does this mean? 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. That's weighing out the pros and cons and waiting on the right opportunity to walk away and abandon this. So I think that's what you're intuitively picking up on. But I don't see them doing it in July. Why? I don't know. What are they waiting on? I don't know. Like I said, the only thing that yells at me here is the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe are you maybe the primary breadwinner? Or maybe like with both of your incomes combined, they wouldn't be able to do it by themselves, maybe? I don't know, but they're waiting on something. Well, I think we got the outcome there. I don't think this is ending in July. So let's get the advice. What is the advice? Y'all got to work together as a team. And I know that's slippery. I can't give you advice that will make the 2 of you work together as a team. I can't give them advice that would make the 2 of you work together as a team. Man, teamwork, I'm going to tell you what, boy. Both of you have to be on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal. It's not telling me why this person doesn't want to work with you as a team player. It's not telling me. I don't know. Again, usually when stuff comes out like that, it's so nuanced and different depending on who you are and what your situation is. So, you know what this is telling me, though? You know what this is telling me? I have a feeling that when and if this ever does come to an end, you're going to randomly and unexpectedly bump into your actual person. That's what this is telling me. Whenever you have the integrity to walk away from something that does not serve you, that's when new doorways of opportunity open for you. So, You have a little window of time to figure out how you're going to handle this situation. There's a little window of time. But again, both of you have to be on the same page at the same time. If you cannot get this person on the same page with you, working towards the same vision as you, by the end of August, I don't know if this is going to survive 2024. But again, it could. It could. Here's the potential. Here's the potential. It could. But, I mean, you can't make the person see the value of the situation. You can't make the person want to. And that's one of the most frustrating things about it sometimes. I mean, I think we've all been in that situation at least once. And if you haven't, you will. Where there's so much potential. You know the potential, but they don't see it. They just don't see it. They're too dumb to see it. Or whatever the case may be. Their heads shoved too far up their own ass to see it. Something, you know? And then we're all left with that decision. Do I stick around and keep hoping that they see the potential? Do I stick around and hope that they pop their head out of their ass and understand what they're missing? Or do I say, all right then, all right, you think you can go find better? Go find it then. Go find it then. Respectfully, go find it. Take that information and do with it what you will. All right, now, new person. The new person. This is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leo family who have just recently connected with somebody new. Let's see how the energy is looking. What's up with the star card reverse, y'all? How's that keep coming out for you guys? So, again, somebody here, I don't know who, but somebody here is jaded and doesn't have a very positive outlook on love in general. Is that you? It's come out, it's like is that the third or the fourth time that came out? That's come out like 3 or 4 times in this whole video. Is that you that just doesn't have a very positive outlook on love? Hey, not mad at you. I get it. I dig it. Been there. Some of you be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly. Boom. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Fool card. Okay. All right. Maybe it's this person's cold, dry approach that kind of has you not really fired up about this. Maybe they just have a really cold, dry personality. Because I'm kind of feeling that maybe some of you, the more you talk to this person, the more you get to know them, maybe they're just turning out to not quite be who you thought they were. Thank you, Kyle, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Maybe they're just not who you thought they were. You know, you first connect with somebody. You know, we first see somebody, we paint a picture in our mind of who we imagine them to be, and then we get to know them a little bit better, and then that starts shifting and molding, and it's like, yeah. Ooh, you know, that type of energy. Maybe that's what's happening for some of you, but, Let's see how they feel about you. How does the new person feel about Leo? How's the new person feel about Leo? Boom. World card reverse. They still have unfinished business with somebody. Hang on, it ain't ready yet. All right. Six of coins, Emperor, star card reversed again, man. Okay, so I see a lot of shit here. Okay. All right. So, first things first, there is somebody else taking up space in their head. Okay? Somebody else. I think it's probably their ex, but doesn't have to be. There's definitely somebody else who owns a lot of space in their head. Because of that, they don't have the most positive outlook on love either. I know y'all hear me just repeating the same shit, but the fucking star card reverse keeps coming out, dude. They know that if they gave themselves permission, they could fall so stupid in love with you, it's not even funny. And I think their worst fear is falling slap stupid in love with you, and then you wake up one day and decide you don't want them no more. That's kind of along the lines, give or take a few details and situations, but something along those lines, I think, is what their fear is. I think so. So it's not a lack of interest. It's not that they couldn't see themselves with you. They could. Oh, they could. But somebody else takes up a lot of space in their head. So, yeah. They want to keep their head on straight. They don't want to get too emotionally involved too quickly. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. You also have Aries and Aquarius here. All right, then. Well, let's see how it plays out for July. How's it playing out? How is it playing out? Star card upright. Star card upright. Good Christ. So I think that, yep, okay, and the Knight of Cups. So you're starting to see that maybe there's a little bit more potential here than you thought. So your perspective is kind of starting to change a little bit. Your hopes are starting to pick up. Okay, this person is coming forward with an offer to take things to the next level. And you all are probably going to end up having something that, see, with the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles relationship is kind of weird because it's not a bad thing, but there's something missing. Okay? It's good, but there's something missing. A Ten of Pentacles relationship is that kind of relationship that looks good from the outside looking in. But that deep emotional connection is lacking. So that's a little bit slow to pick up. But you're probably going to have a relationship where you get a lot of compliments. You're probably going to have people writing you saying, oh my God, so happy for you. I'm glad you found somebody that loves you, this, that, the third, and the other thing. But that deep connection is kind of lacking a little bit. But at least it's enough to start reviving your positive outlook in love. So, okie dokie. Advice. Advice, 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 advice. What is the best advice? Ooh, Empress reverse. Ten of Wands reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Well, you know what? Let this person open up on their own terms. In the meantime, maybe you could kind of get that ball rolling by going ahead and being the change that you want to see. I know that can be kind of annoying advice sometimes, you know, but seriously, if I want you to be open and upfront and honest with me, the first thing I have to do is I have to be open, upfront, and honest with you. But, I also have to make sure that I provide an environment in which you feel safe opening up and expressing what's going on inside of you, right? A lot of people forget about that part. A lot of people forget about that. When you're around me, you're cool to open up and be yourself. I ain't gonna judge you. I'm not gonna get mad at you. You know, you are totally cool. So as long as this person is aware, and sometimes that could take a little bit of time, that they're safe to open up and be who they are around you without being judged, they'll open up. They'll open up. Oops. They will absolutely open up. Yeah, allow for a slow transition. Okay? Don't be in a really big rush to jump in and settle down real quick. It'll happen. Y'all will settle down, right? Allow for that slow transition and you all to get to know each other slowly, okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Leo family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in, playing along, and showing love, support, and positive feedback. That's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget, I still have a reading sale going on throughout the rest of July. When the 4th of July reading sale ended, the only readings that went back to regular price were the one-day turnaround readings. Okay, all the rest are still half price for the remainder of July. So don't forget to check the description of this video if you'd like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.